It's the Nice Guys Podcast, brought to you by the Nice Guys Podcast. Follow us on Instagram at theniceguys.podcast.
That's
Here's
us.
here's your hosts, Christian and Noah.
That's us. That's me. That's me.
Thank
That's
you.
me.
We're
That's me.
We're here. We got. We think, knock on wood, we've got the technical difficulties all worked out. I'm in the right spot. I'm coming in clear. Hopefully, I think.
Yeah, you're great.
Noah keeps checking his haircut. I wore a cool hat for this one because I thought it was going to be a theme. Since we're on video of wearing cool hats, but Noah wanted to show off his haircut instead.
Well, I just did my haircut, and I'll tell you what, I look fly. I did a nice 1 to 2 fade on the sides. I just learned how to fade correctly. It's nice. It's nice to have a good haircut for the first time of 2020.
Would you say that's a major key? Fade with the bevel blade?
Signature fade with the bevel blade.
That's a major key.
That's a major key. That's a major key. If you know that song, you know it. If you know, you know.
I didn't know I learned what a bevel blade was from that song, and I didn't know the lyrics, and that just made me think.
It's like that.
Yeah, when you were showing me your beard. Well, don't people use it on beards mainly? Like that's a big.
In the lines.
Yeah, to line it up and stuff.
Yeah.
That's how you get that 5 gum Drake haircut.
Oh yeah, the one that his I was watching a video of some guy giving some guy a Drake haircut, but he totally fucked it up because he did he did like a shitty haircut, so he fucked it up, but still.
That's like formerly one of my favorite just waste a lot of time rabbit hole videos series on the internet is like haircut videos.
Dude, the Master Barber videos from GQ.
It's amazing stuff. Like some of the things that people do, and you can just watch those. It's oddly satisfying. It's like just waste a lot of time. It's so sick what they can do.
I've been wasting my time with a lot of shit like that recently, but
I mean,
that's you know how it goes.
Yeah, that's just.
It's like YouTube/Reddit holes that I've been getting into.
Yeah, I think. Well, part of the reason I wanted to wear a hat was because I need a haircut. So maybe I'm fantasizing about the days when I could have watched those videos and then gone out and got a haircut. Not from those guys, but.
Well, that's kind of the inspiration behind this week's episode anyways. That's what last night I was like watching a bunch of videos and I was like, why don't we just talk about the things people are talking about right now? So that's why, if you didn't catch it at the beginning, that's a news sound. If you didn't catch it. And we're the Nice Guys news guys today.
Yeah, it's the Nice Guys newsroom. We're going to be bringing info to the people. We're going to be breaking some news, I guess.
Breaking some news. We're breaking all the news.
News guys today. Okay.
That's the biggest hot news. If you want to get the papers out, the first thing you're reading on the papers today, Mac McClung, Georgetown's token white guy from last year, the guy that jumps out of the gym, has now moved to Texas Tech, transfer season. That's where he went, Texas Tech.
Which infuriates me.
I think it's, you know what? Now that Davide Moretti went to play overseas, this is really nice and satisfying because, I mean, Moretti's off the team now.
But they replaced him with Mac McClung. What do you mean?
I mean, they replaced him with Mac McClung, but Moretti was still sweet. So it's like you lost a sweet guy for a sweet guy. So it's like,
we have to play them twice and then get through them in the Big 12 tournament and stuff like that.
I mean, Texas Tech, I'd rather play a good team and have our season. Because, like, if we lose next season, if we lose to a team like Texas Tech, then we don't belong in any postseason talks. We don't belong in any – because this is going to be, like, the best team WVU has ever. So, if we lose to a team like that, then we're screwed.
No, well, I mean, are you saying because he's sitting out?
Who?
McClung. He might have to sit out. You know that, right?
He won't have to sit out. They won't have him sit out.
They're trying to get him a waiver, but like
They will get it. It's like one of those things they're gonna get. He'll be able to play during the Big 12 season, 100%.
they also have the best incoming freshman recruiting class in the Big 12. Do you know that?
I don't give a damn. We have like Twin Towers coming back. We have a bunch of sweet recruits that fill our positions. We have guys like Jordan McCabe that's looking to bounce back. Emmett Matthews is trying to, make a name for himself.
You know what?
We have a lot of guys that should be doing big shit.
You know what's crazy about the Big 12 recruiting rankings? You know who's between Texas Tech and Kansas at number 2 in the recruiting rankings for next year?
I'm gonna guess it's a random team.
It's so random.
So I'm gonna throw out a random guess, and I'm gonna have to say, in between Oklahoma State.
You're right. You're exactly right.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? That's crazy. I had no idea.
There's 3, I believe, or no, Iowa State is in there as well. And so we have Big 12 has 4 top 25 2020 recruiting classes: Texas Tech, Oklahoma State, Kansas, Iowa State. So I think that, and Mac McClung transferring in, all this stuff makes the Big 12 really interesting. And then on top of all of that, we are like God tier.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird to like have to say that I believe that we are the best team in the Big 12. I believe it. That's what I believe. I think like our team as a whole. I saw this one thing though about Chris Beard, and it said ESPN had actually ranked Chris Beard the number 9 best head coaching hire of the last 25 years, and he's still only 47 years old.
Uh-huh.
I would have to agree with that too, because I think Chris Beard's an excellent coach. But
I mean, he's balling out. He went to the Final Four. He's got a top recruiting class year after year. He got
the Big 12.
He got Mac McClung to transfer in. He got 2 other guys who apparently are pretty good. He got
Clarence Nadolny, the French point guard guy.
That's one of the incoming recruits, right?
No, he's been there. He was there this year. He was a freshman.
Oh, okay.
Clarence. He's like light skin guy, point guard.
Yeah. Well, he's got Wichita State's like point guard coming in or something. It's Burton.
Of course.
But he's got him and a VCU big man coming in, but they have to sit out. But Mac McClung is going to try for a waiver, but look out for.
He'll be able to. They're not going to have Mac McClung sit. Like, that's not how transfers work.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
It's like the same thing with Will Greer. Yeah. I mean, he'll sit for the unimportant part of the season, and then he'll come back and then like be able to play.
Yeah. So Texas Tech.
They're like, oh, Mac McClung's been out for 15 games. I wonder if he's going to be as good as he was last year. Is as good as he was, and better.
Much better. Yeah, he scored more than Moretti. He's fantastic for Texas Tech. What we got next?
You hear that outside?
Yeah, I got it here too, buddy.
I mean, we're news guys. We might as well report the weather. That's a thunderstorm. If you haven't heard that, that's a.
You get a weather report from weather correspondent Noah O'Reilly.
I mean, we can if you want. I mean,
is it raining?
It could be, but.
It's the weather
report. It's fucking thunderstorming outside. That shit loud as hell. That impersonations of weather.
This has been the weather report with Noah O'Reilly.
All right, thank you.
Okay. We're back.
Next on the list was the NBA. The NBA wants to turn the NBA into a AAU tournament.
Back away from the mic, Jesus Christ. Um,
Yeah, the NBA is turning into an AAU tournament.
yeah, like the perfect AAU tournament.
It
Like
is perfect.
like the ideal. You go and there's no parents. Do you think that they're gonna have to bring their parents?
I don't think they're gonna have to bring their parents. They
So
might have to bring their parents. I hope they don't have to bring their parents.
so that's like ideal. You go
That
with
is
your team, with your basketball team to Disneyland, no parents, and
matching elite socks. Matching elite socks.
yes,
Team photos.
coach.
Uh,
Yeah, coach got a sponsorship from the local insurance agent, so you all get team color elite socks.
running through hotel halls,
Making vines.
making vines. That was key.
Yeah,
That's TikToks nowadays.
that that
That's what the kids are using.
I'm excited to watch this if it happens. I mean, is it gonna happen?
I
How
mean, I think it could happen. I think they're potentially looking at Disney for being the site. I think that would be pretty sick. Uh, I think this would be a perfect opportunity for the NBA to get rid of uh, conferences when seeding teams. So I think the top 16 team or top 8 teams in each conference should still get in, but I think it should be seeded by the lowest team. You take the lowest team versus the highest team. It doesn't matter regardless of conference, and rank it like that.
yeah,
I
well,
think that would be interesting.
I saw that one of the proposals is like they're just gonna go straight into the playoffs, right? So
Yeah,
it,
I wouldn't mind that.
which I think is the best way to go. There's no reason to like finish out the season. Just take the standings and just play the playoffs. That's what everybody
You
wants.
know what? You know what part of the gripe is right now for me is how are players complaining about? They're like, oh, I wish we had a chance. Hey, you had your chance, and you should have won the fucking games whenever you had the chance, and you don't have the chance anymore. So you're too late. You missed the bus.
Yeah, just do top 16. That's that. I think that would be electric if they played the whole playoffs at the. It's a 3 arena venue, I guess. So they
But
would.
they want. I think they want. I think part of the problem is they want for the regular season they want to be able to include Zion, and Zion's missing out as of right now. For maximum numbers, they really want him because Pelicans, the Grizzlies, there's like 3 bubble teams in the West that they really want to include. So I'm just curious to see how they deal with the bubble teams in the West. I don't think they care about the East.
Well, I, they should just do the playoffs. I don't know. It's weird circumstances. We got to make weird decisions. Just do the playoffs.
Speaking of basketball AAU tournaments, TBT is now doing a quarantine AAU tournament.
Okay.
The teams are eliminated if a player tests positive for COVID-19. That is true. That is true.
You just get eliminated.
Yeah, you're instantly eliminated.
Okay. Well, health
They
wise,
said they gave players. They said, but 14 days before you go, you have to self-isolate 14 days before the tournament starts. And if you test positive coming off the plane or at any point, you will be eliminated. The whole team. They can't like pick up a new player. They said the whole team's gone.
well, I think what we need to. I mean, is Best Virginia going to be playing? Right.
Yeah, Best Virginia will be playing.
In
Now I
Morgan.
have a guest. Nick is trying to come in here.
I'm just gonna enter this podcast real quick.
Nick is a
Uh,
surprise guest. This is not planned. Surprise guest.
Video chats.
We've been doing video
But
chats.
are you posting them?
We're gonna.
hey, Nick.
Christian, I'm filling the Home Depot
Hey, how do you feel about the TBT basketball tournament?
Yeah, ask him.
PvP basketball tournament.
Yeah, being a self-isolation. It's not gonna. There's
What?
not gonna. Never mind. You don't even know what the TBT tournament is. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Been selling phones all day.
He's been selling phones. Get out of here.
That's
I'll
been
hit you up when I'm done.
Keep it nice.
We are keeping it nice.
That's been a selling cell phones update from Nick O'Reilly. Thank you, Nick.
Yeah, but there's only a couple players that are like confirmed for right now for Best Virginia. John Flowers, of course. Kevin Jones, of course.
Yeah.
Nate Adrian. Tariq Phillip, Daxter Miles, and Juwan Staten.
That's all we need, baby. I like that.
I was like thinking, did you watch the Jordan McCabe, Juwan Staten interview?
No, I saw that. I meant to get to it.
Yeah, it's actually like pretty sick because Juwan Staten's actually like offering good advice.
Was that on Jordan McCabe's podcast?
It was on WVU Sports YouTube.
Okay, well then I'll watch it because I'm not listening.
He tries to act like it's a podcast though. He's the most annoying part of it.
You think we should try to link up with any of these WVU basketball podcasts? Did they ever respond to you?
I don't know, but I would like to see if Juwan Staten wants to come and talk.
When they asked, are there any other podcasts you like on Twitter? And then we were ignored.
No, they liked it.
Okay, that's fair.
And they responded to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they responded. They said, "What kind of drinks?"
Okay.
And I said,
"Okay."
I said, "All kinds of drinks." I don't remember.
It would be cool if we had jobs. Maybe we could offer, the Final Forecast guys, like, hey, we'll buy you guys some drinks. We'll just do a show and buy you guys some drinks. But
we could be like, hey, we could buy you a Cray Aaron 6-pack from Kroger. Here's $10.
Yeah, that's very good. Very good idea. We'll Venmo John Flowers $10 and he can get a 6-pack.
Hey, John Flowers, what's your Venmo? I know you're listening. I see you.
Okay, well we got
next we have the Cheez-It Bowl. I think this is the biggest news of the year of 2020.
This is huge for me.
This is the biggest bowl.
Because this is an opportunity for WVU to play in a bowl game sponsored by Cheez-Its. If we make it,
I have right here, WVU has the chance of playing in the Cheez-It Bowl, which basically means it's the equivalent of winning a natty championship for Christian.
It's perfect. Have you seen?
I think you would honestly like winning the Cheez-It Bowl more than the natty.
Well, have you seen the pictures of when TCU and Air Force won the 2 years it was in Arizona? They won the Cheez-It Bowl. You see what they gave them? A massive tub of Cheez-It boxes. Everybody got Cheez-Its on the field.
That's crazy.
Can you imagine that?
Could you? I couldn't. I couldn't imagine having a plethora of Cheez-Its.
Okay. I'd love a plethora of cheese. Hey, I tried the new Cheez-Its extra cheesy Cheez-Its, and I would like to recommend them officially.
Extra cheesy Cheez-Its. I can get down with that.
They're dusted Cheez-Its, but the dust is the cheese flavor. They're the Cheez-It flavor. Does that make sense? So it's a very.
I mean, it makes sense.
So this is something I wanted to bring up with the Cheez-It Bowl. Do you realize our history? So the Cheez-It Bowl is going to be, it's the formerly known as the Camping World Bowl, formerly known as the Russell Athletic Bowl, whatever. Do you realize that we are 0-5 in this bowl game?
That would make sense. Not thinking about it.
But I think we might the cheese. So here's my theory: the Cheez-Its sponsor is going to give us some good juju because of me, because we're the biggest WVU podcast south of Pittsburgh. Formerly, we lost under 3 different names for the bowl game. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 5, 4. In 1995, we lost to South Carolina when it was the CarQuest Bowl. Also lost in the CarQuest Bowl to Georgia Tech in 1997. In 2010, we lost to NC State when it was the Champs Sports Bowl. Miami in 2016, we were there, Noah, when it was the Russell Athletic Bowl. and then Syracuse in 2018 when it was the Camping World Bowl. So now we finally have a good company on our side.
To be honest, I'd rather tackle the Cheez-It Bowl before I tackle a Natty Championship. Hot take.
It's a stepping stone. We would be
I
getting
think so our goal this year is the Cheez-It Bowl.
absolutely.
We are going to the Cheez-It Bowl this year. I'd rather not go to any other bowl besides the Cheez-It Bowl, besides the national championship for me.
Because if we go to the Cheez-It Bowl, we're going.
What is that? 7 wins?
You and me are going 8 wins, maybe.
Oh,
it's like third.
I'm going to the Cheez-It Bowl. I'm buying a WV Cheez-It shirt. I'm going to customize it. Hey, nice guys, merch coming your way.
They put
WV Cheez-It Bowl champs.
It goes even farther than that, though. Do you realize that if you are playing in the Cheez-It Bowl, they put your logo on the Cheez-It boxes nationally? So they showed a picture, and I remember this, and I remember being jealous of this. When I went to the store it was 3 years ago, I remember seeing, it was like Cheez-It Bowl, and it had the cow logo and the TCU logo.
Question is, would they do it for a lower tier bowl, and they win? I mean, it was the Fiesta Bowl, right? What was it, the bowl?
It was the Cactus Bowl,
Cactus Bowl.
Which we did play in, but it was sponsored by Motel 6, which is a hilarious sponsor in itself.
Have you ever stayed in a Motel 6?
I don't think so. Have you?
Just once.
Just once? I've stayed in motels. I don't know if it was a motel.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
It was clean.
I've heard they're not.
It wasn't comfy.
They're not bad. They just get a bad
It wasn't comfy. It was the worst place I've stayed in, but I haven't stayed in motels. So.
Would you prefer a motel, a hotel, or the Holiday Inn?
Obviously, the Holiday Inn. Come on.
Yeah. All right.
Know how it is. Next, still college football related. Here's a little tidbit. The financial toll for your college football is at least $4 billion because of coronavirus. That's a fun fact.
That's estimated if they don't play.
Yeah.
Have no fans.
Well, I think even if they play, they're going to lose a lot of money, dude. Imagine all the fans not going to be able to attend. You have to think about it. Think of all the things that gets affected too, because the stadium makes money on all the merch, concessions, the inside sales,
$4 billion
outside sales, huh?
$4 billion sounds like a lot, but are we talking spread over all of the
yeah, all the teams? It's understandable.
It's a lot of money, but
AAU would probably lose around 50, 45, $50 million?
$50 billion.
It's interesting. I just hope it doesn't damage the players' paychecks.
That
was a Reddit top comment.
Well, that's funny.
Stolen joke.
Thank goodness the players' paychecks aren't going to be tied to that. Their likeness. They're going to get paid off.
I was talking about coaches paying players under the table.
Oh, that's where the joke. Okay. All right.
That's where we're heading.
Right. Okay.
Here's another fun tidbit that happened this week. I don't know if you saw the science thing that came out about coaches telling – remember the whole coaches telling us that we need to keep our hands above our heads whenever we're breathing after running a lot or something like that?
Yeah.
Or working out. Came out that it said hands on your knees is actually better for your lungs or something I forget what the whole thing was. It came out as basically hands on your knees is actually better for you than hands in the air. And JJ Watt sent this crazy, cringy ass tweet that was like, in quotes, hands on your knees shows weakness. No, it shows you've been working and you're getting your breath back to go to work again, whatever it takes to give everything that you got. That is enough, JJ.
Shut up, JJ. That's
Shut up, dude.
that is such. That's exactly what he would say about that shit.
Like, why the fuck do you have to even comment on that? And then he's just like trying to get everybody to run through a brick wall on a Tuesday afternoon after they're getting home from work.
Yeah.
He's like, time to get going, baby.
Hey, that's his whole life, is just saying shit like that all the time. Can you imagine being around him and he's just like, every single time you try to say or like do anything, he's just like quoting the Packers coach Vince Lombardi.
His alarm is a quote. It's a video recording of a quote of him going, "Hey, time to get up and go to work, big boy. Time to go show the world what you're made of," or some shit like that. Some like trying to pump you up for the day, and then he gets up, and then he says an inspirational quote to himself. He's like, "It's time to go to work," and then he does 20 push-ups.
How do you live like that? Well, he needs to do more than 20 push-ups. He's an NFL athlete.
No, he's in bed. He just woke up. He rolls around and does 20 push-ups and gets up.
In the bed.
In the bed after he wakes up.
That's I don't know how, I don't understand. Somebody needs to introduce him to cocaine.
Oh, that's probably what he did.
So that he has something else that gets him up besides, like, you know, because it's probably equally as unhealthy as what he's doing to himself.
Someone pays that much to hurricane relief if you're not on cocaine, if you think about it.
You cut out for a second.
Yeah, I just saw it. It just said your connection is unstable. So I made a hurricane joke.
Miami paying their players under the table.
No, like there's no way someone pays that much to hurricane relief if they're not on cocaine.
Well, that's fair. I think that's fair that he did that, but
it was a joke. I actually do appreciate him doing. Hey, all jokes aside, that's actually a really good thing that he did. Like, I hate that guy, but he's actually a nice guy. He's actually a rare nice guy. He's been doing nice shit, but let's move on. Something that happened a couple of days ago was actually the Phil Mickelson, Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning, Tiger Woods game. I watched it. I loved it. I don't think you watched it, right?
I did not.
But yeah, it was actually the most watched golf in the history of cable television.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah, the match too. I mean, it was probably one of the coolest things I have ever seen in sports world. It's like two of the greatest golfers of all time, and then two of the best quarterbacks of all time playing golf, and then they're all mic'd up. It's fucking pouring. It's pissing rain, not just pouring rain. It is pissing rain, and they're a college tuition, and like it's so sick.
Well, is there anywhere I can check it out in hindsight? Maybe I'll watch it.
There's definitely like highlights on YouTube. I mean, there's like Tiger Phil banter, Tom and Peyton banter. Dude, Peyton was like, "I wish I had Nick Foles as my caddy," and then Tom was like, "Oh, that's a low blow. That's a low blow."
Hey, did they really go at each other though, or is it just?
No, it was. They were actually like saying some like top-notch banter. It was actually like really funny. Like Chuck before Tom Brady hit that massive chip, he had a big chip in that was like 130 some fucking it was massive. It was a huge putt. Before he made that, Charles Barkley was like talking shit about him. He was like talking about how shit his game was, and then he fucking stunk that shit. And everybody was like, "Oh my god, Tom Brady made that shit." He got up to the green, went into the hole, and ripped his fucking pants.
Well, who won? Like,
Peyton and Tiger won on the last hole, and they were playing best ball too on the back nine, which was super sick.
okay. All right. Well, I'll take your word for it. Everybody go watch what we got
You
next.
know, it'd be cool for Daly and Rob Gronkowski to be on a team together, and they just get super drunk.
That would be pretty funny. I like that.
Yeah, that would be sick. Hey, petition for John Daly and Rob Gronkowski to be on the team.
That would be pretty funny.
That would be a really bad team, I think, too. But
that's not
something that would be a bad team. Here's actually a good piece of advice from Eli Manning.
Back away from the
What?
Back away from the mic. You're so close.
Sorry.
Listeners.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Eli Manning actually offers good advice to graduates. He said, embracing awkward is beneficial. That's funny coming from him because he's been holding the jockstrap of Daniel Jones for the past year.
Hey, Eli's done his time. Respect the career. Hey, I can see this. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, I think, is like proof of this. He's like a super weird guy who is the best quarterback in football right now.
It's great advice.
Yeah.
And it's fitting for right now too, because this is a very people keep saying in these uncertain times. I'm pretty sure we're all certain of these times. These are awkward times. These are really awkward times.
They are. That's what I feel like. Hey, yeah. That's what I feel like doing the podcast.
Yeah. I mean, actually, it's feeling more natural now. I think the more we do this, I actually feel way more comfortable.
Yeah.
It's honestly really comfortable because I can actually, look you in the face and not, instead of, sitting beside you looking at my computer the whole time.
Don't disclose too many secrets about the studio.
I mean, it's a big studio.
Yeah. And we're going to get back one day, so.
Maybe. I don't know. It's
in these uncertain times.
Oh, that's awkward.
What we got next?
This is my last bit. There's a couple unpopular opinions I saw on Reddit I feel like I should share. The first one I feel like we could actually talk about is there should be an option to skip sex scenes in movies.
Yeah, so you sent me this, and the first thing that popped into my mind is this is the most I have been living with my parents for the past couple weeks thing that you've told me sort of subconsciously in a while, because if it's just you, I know you're not using that button, but this comes off as, I've been living with mom and dad in having movies on in the living room, and I like that. It's a good concept or good idea though, like how they have the skip intro button at the beginning of Netflix shows, right?
Yeah, here's a situation I was in last weekend. I was with my girlfriend and her parents up at their house, and we were watching movies one day, and we watched 3 movies, and while we were trying to find each of the 3 movies, which all had sex scenes in it besides one of them, every movie we'd go to, ironically, the sex scene was happening when we changed the channel, and I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, this is not like.
Hey, would you rather be your parents that you're watching with though?
I would rather be with no parents as I'm watching with
Oh,
them.
okay. Well, I mean that's true. That's a good idea. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. That's just an opinion.
It was actually like highly unpopular. A lot of people were saying like it's part of the film. Like you can't fuck with the art.
Oh, so this was posted. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, this was posted on Reddit.
I'm a drunk.
I took it.
This.
Yeah.
You don't have to skip it though. What's your problem?
That's why I said option to skip.
It's
What's wrong with that? It's optional.
It's not censorship. Are people making like a censorship argument? It's not censorship.
They're like, I can't believe you would mess up art because it's people's like, you know how Reddit is. It's like a bunch of like people like preserve like.
Is that what Reddit is? Preserve art, people?
Yeah, 100%. It's just like a bunch of like.
Reddit's just made up of a bunch of like NYU
art students. Yeah, they wake up and hate Donald Trump and then want to preserve art. That's all they do. It's like,
Reddit is.
That's exactly what they are.
I like it.
So the second unpopular opinion is this is one that I don't think is unpopular, and I actually am going to adjust this. So the unpopular opinion is every person once they hit the age of 70 should have to take a driver's test every 2 years. Personally, I think it should be around the age of 60 or 55.
That seems unnecessary.
I think 60-year-olds, I mean, people aged at different rates. I mean, my grandma, when she was, like 70, she was in good health. But like someone who's, totally old at 70 and didn't age very well and can't fucking see or feel anything in their feet or their hands and can't see beyond 10 feet, like they shouldn't be able to drive. You know what I'm saying?
But like at 60 or 55, you can't even retire and you're going to be required to take a driver's test.
Fuck them, dude. You gotta learn how to drive at some point.
I'm okay with this. I'm okay with the 70, but
so the unpopular opinion is actually 60.
I don't agree with that at all.
That's why it's an unpopular opinion. You're not supposed to agree with it.
Damn, that's so right. Okay.
That's the whole point.
That's the whole point. Yeah, that was one of your top 5 subreddits, right?
Yeah.
Or no, you didn't like it.
I didn't. I like it. But part of the problem is that it gets saturated by people posting the same opinions. Like, I don't think it's fair that white people suck. Or like, I don't care that remotes have buttons. And like, it's like, fuck off. Like, you posted this the same 2 weeks ago. You literally just, if you go to their account, they posted the same shit. It's like, you're just fucking asking for it now. You're just upvote party all the time. It's annoying as shit.
Upvote party. I should get back on Reddit. Maybe one of my quarantine activities, I'll become a Reddit guy.
No. If you're not a Reddit guy, don't become one because you'll become addicted.
It can't be worse than Twitter though. And
this is the first week in like 2 months that I haven't posted on the Skate 3 Reddit.
Yeah, that's kind of sick. That's kind of sick. I respect that. That's funny. That's some ultra quarantine shit.
Hey, I've been getting like hella upvotes too, which is crazy. I get like 50 upvotes like every time I post like a fire ass skate line. Like I'll be like licking the stick and shit and just instant upvote. I jumped into some fucking water and everybody on skate was like, "Oh fuck!" and they were like 59 upvotes. I was like, "That's a cash grab right there."
Okay, so I'm gonna propose because that's the last thing you had on the list, right? Before the little thing at the end that we have.
Yeah.
So I'm going to propose that we take a little break and come right back with our little jam session sort of thing that we have prepared.
Sure. Do you want me to one more time to take us out?
Oh, yeah. Take us out of the newsroom. This has been. There you go. Turn it up. This has been an episode of the Nice Guys News Team. Thanks for tuning in. Noah
But the episode is not over.
is drunk.
No, I've only had 4 beers. All right. Start a new one.
Okay. Pause. Okay, we're back.
We're back, baby.
And we have one final little bit to do, I guess. This is something that I found on Reddit. Or did you sent me in the right direction, sort of, and I was scouring Reddit for things to talk about. And I found the most peak me/us/Reddit/our college football post maybe of all time.
Dude, it's so peak off season.
It's peak off season. That's the best way to put it. So basically what we have is this guy, user Poncholus Nihilist, posted Big Ten teams as 90s alt rock songs.
Hey, let's just get this straight before we do this. He's a Penn State fan.
He is a Penn State fan. Yes, he is.
Boo, boo, boo.
Which, boo, but respect to what he's done here because it's pretty fantastic, I think.
Gary Sandusky's a rapist.
So he provides reasoning, pretty in-depth reasoning for each one. I'll try to just summarize, I guess, and then play a little bit of the song because most of the songs are they're songs that people have heard, but you might not know it by the title, right?
Yeah, facts. Big Ten teams as 90s alt rock songs. That's a perfect post.
Yeah. All right. So we start off with the Indiana Hoosiers. And he says, Indiana has always been striving to break through, and they always come so dang close. They almost beat Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State. They take them to the brink time and time again. They have proven ambition, even if it's running on fumes with an outmatched roster, begging the administration to make necessary investments to push past the station. That makes the Hoosiers one headlight by the Wallflowers. So let me just.
Not getting anything.
You can't hear it?
There, I can hear it right there. No.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
We fucked it up. Just search it on YouTube. I'll cut it.
No, I got this.
But this is a good bit. Cut it.
Okay, so after some trying, that is Indiana. Fairly good. I wanted to play it because it's a good song.
The lyric he had posted was, hey, come on, try a little. Nothing is forever. There's got to be something better than in the middle. Me and Cinderella put it all together. We can drive it home with one headlight. Very relatable too. It's a good reasoning.
Yeah, for Indiana, right in the
Good
middle.
reasoning.
They can almost do
Right
it.
in the middle.
I'm gonna skip. I'm just gonna skip to some highlights. I think after that little fiasco. Um, so I like this one. The one about Michigan. Are you on Michigan now?
Yep, I'm on Michigan.
So he has "Semi-Charmed Life" by Third Eye Blind. I want something else to get me through this semi-charmed kind of life, baby, baby. I want something else. I'm not listening when you say goodbye. And his reasoning is that basically Michigan has had a lot of success under Jim Harbaugh, but uh, nobody can get over the fact that he can't beat Ohio State, that Michigan can't beat Ohio State. So semi-charmed kind of life. The next one,
Is what?
Ohio State. So this one, okay, I'll play this one because everybody's heard this song, but they may not know it. This song is attributed to the Ohio State Buckeyes because they just dominate everything. She's perfect as she can be. Why should I even bother? Because she's so high, high above me. She's so lovely. She's so high. Cleopatra, Joan of Arc, Ohio State is perfect.
My sing this. Oh, good.
You get the idea?
Yeah, it's she's so high, high above me.
Because Ohio State's the best.
They are the best.
We've got Penn State, right? His own team. Buddy Holly by Weezer. The lyric is, "What's with these homies dissing my girl? Why do they got a front? What did we ever do to these guys that made them so violent?" That's because everybody keeps coming at James Franklin, even though there's no reason to, because he's brought Penn State out of the gutter. I'm just going to play it off my phone, man. Listen, can you hear it? God, I hate this.
You want me to play it? You'll be able to hear it off me.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Buddy Holly by Weezer. Everybody's heard the song, you just don't know it.
Hold up. I mean, it's coming. I have it right here. But
Give me a chorus. It's like Buddy Holly.
can't hear you. That's Buddy Holly by Weezer.
Okay. So you guys know the song. You can look it up. We have the Iowa Hawkeyes.
This one was good.
This
one was good.
You want to read this one? You want to do it?
Yeah, so his reasoning behind Iowa Hawkeyes, he chose Bittersweet Symphony by The Verge, or Verve. I said The Verge. Version. But the lyric that he wanted to relate it to is no change, I can't change, I can't change, I can't change, but I'm here in my mom. I'm here, mama, but I'm a million different people from one day to the next. I can't change my mode. No, 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 no. I sung that not in Bittersweet Symphony, but I actually sung that in my own version of the song. And so basically, I was really consistent.
And they got,
Yeah.
they, they've got the mold, and what he says in the thing, they've been doing the same pro style scheme since 1979, baby.
Yeah, I mean that's they're consistent. That's you can't really say anything about. I mean, it's not like they're like.
And Bittersweet Symphony, right? Were you gonna play it or?
It's a bittersweet
Dun, 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 dun,
symphony.
dun, 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 dun,
Do I
dun,
have that?
dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the lyrics very well, but
No, I don't know any of the lyrics. I just know he goes, "It's a bittersweet symphony."
symphony.
That's the only part that I know.
Yeah, same.
I think okay. I'll do two more. Noah, would you like to pull up Purdue? Just because
Yes.
I like the song.
Yes.
Uh,
Can we do this last? Can we do this last and go out on it?
okay, yeah. That should actually take us out. All right. The other one that I like is Wisconsin Badgers. This is the last one he did. I guess he went in alphabetical order. He said, "You guys all gave me shit last time for not giving Wisconsin a song about drinking. So fine, fuck it. I give up. No analysis here. Wisconsin, you're tub thumping by Chumbawamba," which, Noah, you have it?
Yeah.
Play it.
You mean to fast forward?
Yes, to the part everybody knows.
Get knocked down.
You have the lyrics?
You down.
And then here comes the Wisconsin part. Oh, no. The part about drinking. Skip to the part about drinking. He takes a whiskey drink. He takes a vodka drink.
Wait, here it is. Let me rewind it.
Okay, cut it. So that's a great song. He says he drinks a whiskey drink, he drinks a vodka drink, he drinks a lager drink, he drinks a cider drink. He sings the songs that remind him of the good times. He sings the songs that remind him of the bad times. So
I fucking hate those guys. Are idiots.
that's a good song.
Oh, it's a good song. I was saying like I hate the guy he's singing about. I hate that guy.
Oh, that's stupid. Yeah, for him to be drinking all that.
Yeah. Stick to two.
Yeah.
That's the method. You hit some whiskey, hit some beers, or hit some vodka, hit some beers. You know, never cider. But you could potentially go beer, vodka, whiskey, but never cider. Cider should never be drank.
No.
All right.
Cool.
Now hit your last one.
Okay.
And we can hey, you know what? We can go ahead and do our outro too with this included. Because we can say thank you for listening.
The problem with this thing is I don't really understand it, but the song rules. So this is the Purdue Boilermakers, and he says he doesn't understand why Purdue isn't better, blah, blah, blah. He says Purdue fans have likely accepted their lot in life, even if I haven't. So, anyways, here's Wonderwall by Oasis. This has been...
this has been an episode.
Take us out.
This has been an episode of the Nice Guys podcast. And this is also Purdue Boilermakers, Wonderwall by Oasis.
Play us out.
About you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street, and the fire in your eyes out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really have. Together. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do. Oh, wow.
Here we go. Man, things that I don't know how. You don't know the song.
I can't hear you. Maybe
You
I'm gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, my wonder wall. Don't copyright strike us.
Okay. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.